Hello everyone, my name is jakepeter, and today we're doing Chapter 1 of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, this is a nice little challenge, because the first part of the prologues wasn't really much. Listen up everyone, I've gotten word that the Mbilin Empire has invaded us. They're seizing control of its heroes in hopes of using them to mount an attack on our kingdom. Unfortunately, they already possess one of the world's most important heroes, Marth. Legendary Hero King? If Marth needed charge on this Askren kingdom, it would be devastating. Well, so what if they have a legend on their side? We have one too. Our summoner here. Let's go to the world of mystery and free the heroes from Emblem's control and blah blah blah. It's going to be a tough battle. I hope you're ready for this. Oh, you know I'm ready for this. I am Marth, Prince of Altea. You must be with the Order of Heroes I've heard about. Princess Veronica told us about you, and I assume you know all about our contract with her. Heroes conquered world must blah blah. But if you show us that you're more powerful than our conqueror, that will break the contract. That being said, we'll battle at our very best. Now show us what you've got. Having a contract be null and void, what kind of mercenary group are they? So I'm just trying to see what their movement's going to be like and what mine's going to be like. We're a bit more powerful than them, just because these are characters that we pulled from Heroes Summon, and we were just one off there that made us sad. But we are going to level up at some point. So, from our heroes, what we had changed from last time is all four of them, really. We do have Roy. Roy's our boy, right? Then we have a healer, an axe wielder, and a spear person. And they're all really cool. Sully's pretty chill. She gets to move a little more because of her horse. And then Marth kind of just goes down without much of a fight. I figured she would deal quite a bit of damage to these sword users, so she should take the one with full health, while the other ones do what they needed to do. And I took the moment here, I will probably be doing this a lot, to try and have the healer actually heal before we finish off the enemy, just because that gives him the chance to actually get experience before he starts learning attack moves, which you are available to give healers attack moves, albeit they may not be as powerful as some of the other things. Well done, I expected as much from you, but our battles are not over. Next time you see me, we'll settle this for reals. For realsies, man. For realsies. But that's awesome. Yeah, we got an orb, everyone. We're cool. Are we going to go to Chapter 1, Part 2? I think we are. Go us. I'm just moving right along. So, we're going to get a little familiar with these maps, because after you defeat Chapter 1, you're actually going to get access to the training tower. And the training tower is such a beautiful thing to have, because it's going to allow you to train your heroes up for small amounts of stamina to actually be able to beat the chapters that you're unable to beat anymore because your levels aren't high enough. And so once you beat Chapter 1, you get the base level, you get floor 1, floor 2. It's weird how they did that, but yeah, so we can do that, and it's going to be a repeat of all of these different classes. And it's going to also have some stronger foes, so it's good for either brand new heroes, the heroes that are leveling up, and every step along the way, but these same maps are going to show up, which is kind of bothersome, because this map right here is probably the biggest pain in my Batuhi, because when you have some hard enemies, there's really only two people that can attack. When you have no range heroes, it kind of sucks. So when you lose out on your archer, you can keep your archer if you want to. I would just get rid of one of the other hero triangles that aren't going to be usable in the battle you're going up against. Because if you missed our last video, the one that gave all of the tips and tricks for beginners, then I would highly suggest go watching that right now, because that's explaining a lot of why we're doing what we're doing in this one. I'll explain well-rounded teams and how you should spend your orbs, things like that. I do plan on making a more intermediate guide for those that understand the basics, so be on the lookout for that video when it comes out, because I know a little bit about how this game works, and I know not everyone does, so it's just a matter of fact of just learning, and then you as well can become one with the Order, although having a 4-star definitely helps out a lot. For those of you probably wondering, when you get these things called hero feathers, this isn't anything we're going to be dealing with in this video, but that's going to allow you to actually increase the potential of your heroes. So we can have Roy, who was a 4-star, become a 5-star. We can have our 3 stars become 4 stars. We don't have any 2 or 1 stars on our team, but if you were to get them, you can increase their potential. It just takes hero feathers. It's a determined amount depending on what you're raising it from. And, you know, maybe you don't want to play Fire Emblem Heroes very much, or you don't feel like this might be a game for you, that's okay. But if you feel like you might have an inkling to play it, I would definitely get on board sooner than later, because when Nintendo has these free in-game item events, you're going to be missing out on those. For instance, right now, for anyone, I believe that has this downloaded by the end of the night, I don't know what time, especially if you're not watching this right when it comes out, they're giving away 10,000 hero feathers, which is a hefty sum for sure. And they also have a free map that gives orbs, and that's going on for the first month or so that this game is out, so you have time to do that one. But there's some other ones that are probably going to pop up that we don't know yet. And those 10,000 feathers were for reaching 10,000 retweets on Twitter. I know, they got that in like 12 minutes. It was really quick. Everyone really wanted those. Dual Cavaliers. Yeah, there wasn't much of the voice acting in these ones, but don't worry, the next one will have it. I was a little worried about this map too, because those things can just fly over the water. Those Pegasus, man. And then these ranged heroes. I was actually very scared for Roy's life, to be 100% real with you, because we weren't able to get to him. We actually decided to move our X-Man sort of out of the way. We have green there because we can actually shove our other character, that's Roy's support ability, so it gives them an extra movement, so if maybe Roy's behind them, he can push them forward one more and they can get more in range for if they want to move, or you can push them out of range. And you will push them in the direction you are heading, so be careful of that you don't push them the wrong way. And 0 damage is very pitiful. And this is where I got scared, because I was like, oh no, he dealt 7, we have 5 health. Whatever shall we do, especially with a spearman over there. I was just worried sick that we were going to die, and then he only deals 4 to us. I was like, what's going on here? I'm so lucky in my life choices right now. We are going to heal again because getting that experience is very, very necessary. When we level up, I've noted this before, you get skill points. Those skill points allow you to get even cooler abilities, which is what that purple slot is, up above in the top right. That's your special, and that takes so many turns to charge up. Our healer is actually going to get one called Imbue, and Imbue allows us to heal for I think up to 16. It's a lot, especially if you have a lot more enemies to fight. That might be a little tougher. That 1 HP up to pretty much full at this point is going to be a thing. In truth, speaks to my heart, we are kindred spirits. I wish that we had met allies, but I must be able to buy to the contract that binds us to. It's time to find out what an honest battle. Do your best and I will be good, or something like that. I don't know, we missed the first line, but that's okay. Who's even paying attention to the story? I know some people are complaining about the lack of story, which, granted, there is kind of a limited story here, but what am I going to do about it? So the tactic I'm taking here, because of this map and how stupid having bridges and stuff like this is, it's really favoring heroes that actually can attack from 2 away. Yeah, it's just crazy. So Roy moves very little, so he's going to take a long time to actually wrap all the way through here, and he'll see if he actually gets to attack anyone by the time he gets through the end. It's just quite funny. But having a tank is really very great, and Soli is pretty much our tank. She has abilities, like support abilities, that help her teammates tank a little more too. So we might end up replacing her in the future with a better tank, although having a unit that moves an extra space helps a whole lot. We might see about changing our team comp up a little bit, but for right now, my team comp seems pretty legit. Because when you can get up and close and attack, those attacks are typically going to be more part of the triangle. As you'll notice, the gray ones are just neutral to everything. So it's all just based on your attack and defense. To be honest, I don't know how the attack and defense works completely. I just know having 5 more speed than your opponent allows you to attack a second time. So I don't know what Merrick's speed is, but it's less than 7. Or 7 at least. And that would be 5, because Sully's speed is 12. It's just sad when they deal 0. That's why I'm calling Sully our tank for now. That's just not something we're going to keep, though. This Merrick is fallen. I don't know a lot of these characters as well, so it makes me kind of sad that I haven't played many Fire Emblem games. Not sure if I mentioned this in the first episode with the prologue, but I've only played Sacred Stones, and I've only played about half of it. And I was trying to do an Iron Man my first time through, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, am I really trying to do an Iron Man run? Because this game is insane. I got stuck on one chapter, and there was seriously like 2 people left and someone died, because I wasn't playing as smart as I could have been playing. So I don't suggest an Iron Man challenge your first time through, although you kind of do need to keep your main characters alive, so that's very, very helpful. That we have Roy actually go in and get an attack, because he just needs the experience. He's our 4-star, and we sent him on a mission. We should have really sent Sully the opposite direction, but the way our heroes were placed, it was just horrible. You have proved your power. I'm glad to say that I am dropping the contract. You have my gratitude for freeing us from Veronica. Hope that we may meet again. Well done, everyone. We're saved the world and our kingdom, at least for now. How frightfully boring. Oh, hey, Veronica, what's up? Princess Veronica. After all the trouble I went through making Marth and those pawns of our empire, why did you free them? No matter. I have far more powerful forces at my beacon will. If I wish you dead, they will oblige, and I do want that. Oh yes, I very much do. Now, just you wait there while I call them over. You must retreat. We don't have the strength to face her. We need to get back to our castle, to regroup. Going so soon? Just when I was getting ready to play. I suppose I'll go home. You better get ready for what's coming next. Oh, the heroes you're going to meet. I'm a little afraid of all this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is Chapter 1. Definitely feel free to watch the next videos. Until next time, everyone. Peace!